Hello, my caramels. Welcome back. Social media has been a buzz lately since SimoneBiles and her husband did an interview. And her husband basically said in the interview that he didn't know who she was and that he is the prize. I can't believe anyone would sit there and just lie about something like that. That's like someone saying they don't know who Usain Bolt is. Guaranteed everyone knows who he is even if they are not a fan of track. What message should we have gotten from Jonathan when he said he was the prize? Why was it so important for him to highlight?
Bruh, as us pretty red dimes as we are, how in the hell did you pull SimoneBiles? And I love this football talk, bro. I gotta get to him. I'm over here rubbing my knees trying to answer this.
Hey, Chad, I wanted to tell him, he's talking about being looked over. Now, when the right people look at you.
Yeah, that's,
You know what I'm saying?
How did you do that, bro?
Man, it's really how she pulled me, man. That's the question,
Oh,
man.
Lord Jesus. Now you with Freddie. Now it's back. now
But
you
listen,
with
I'm gonna tell you, organic story, man. So I just got to Houston. I probably have been to Houston 7 months. I was single at the time, so I'm just living, being me and myself. And COVID had just hit, but I had just went to Arizona, and one of my boys are like, hey man, you gotta check out this app, And I'm like, nah, I'll check it out. Like, what is it? It was called Raya at the time. So basically it's like a dating app, but you have to go through certain criteria to make sure that you're who you are. So literally have been on the app for a couple of days, man, and it's like she pops up and I'm like, let me see who this is. Gymnastics, I ain't never, I never really paid attention to gymnastics, so it piqued my curiosity, So I'm like, okay, I'll see what's up. I swiped her and it said we matched, so I'm just like, oh, okay, so I'm gonna see what's up. So I go do my workout and I come back and I get I had some likes on my Instagram, and I'm like, oh, this might be it. I'm like, okay. So I see what's up, and then I still waited. I'm like, man, I'm gonna wait till I, take a shower and everything. Then I come back to my phone, and then she messages me on the app, like, hey, you know what I mean? And man, this gotta be fake. I don't know. I didn't know who she was at the time, but the first thing that I saw was that she just had a bunch of followers. So in my mind, I'm like, okay, she gotta be good. I promise you, I'm a real.
Just the look he got from this guy says everything. Like homeboy saying it's all cap and he lying.
Life story, when she won the Olympics, I was in college and we didn't have NBC, we didn't have Olympic Channel.
You did not know who she was, but you saw that she had a bunch of followers. Was it that you realized she has influenced why you decided to date her, or you were just bored so you wanted to pass time? Because I'm confused.
And we're in camp. Late July, early August, so I'm not paying attention to, so I never would have had a moment to where I would have watched,
Jonathan, I'm gonna let you finish your story, man. Continue.
But like I was saying, man, she messaged me. This was like a Tuesday, and we were texting back and forth, and then we hung out Friday, man. And we couldn't do much as COVID happened. Everything was shut down, so she came through down to Houston. She lived in the suburbs, so she had to drive about 45 minutes to me. Then the rest is history, man. So
you was really the catch in.
I always say the men the catch, man. I always say we the catch, man.
Yeah, so she really booked you.
She did, though.
Is what you're saying.
Because I was fighting it.
So in truth, if I say this out loud, was Jonathan Owens ain't really want SimoneBiles. Is what you're saying.
At the time, I'm not going to say that.
That's what you're saying.
I was afraid. I was afraid to commit.
I think Jonathan is a huge red flag at this point. If a man is to point out how his wife chased him, it means that he's not there for the right reasons. The whole point of a relationship, which a lot of you women seems to be forgetting, is that your partner should be just as or more in love with you than you are with him. Your partner should be someone you get away from the world with, someone who makes you comfortable to be yourself. And if he's not doing that for you, then that relationship will lead to a lot of issues down the line. I really did like how he made his wife seem like a woman desperate to be in a relationship. To me, he was trying to publicly shame her, which is why women should never be the ones to make the first move in a relationship, because men will see you as desperate if you do so. In fact, he should have been her biggest cheerleader in this interview. If your man ain't hyping you up, you should really rethink the relationship. I hope she made him sign a prenup because I don't want to be a hater, but I don't see this lasting too long. I feel like Jonathan might be digging for gold here. Besides, Simone's net worth is by far more than his will ever be. If you know, you know. We as women should stop ignoring red flags. I am sure he did a lot of things that were red flags on their date. But of course, if Simone don't know her worth, she will accept anything that comes along. Why is it that the most successful women attract men like this? One answer: self-esteem. This situation reminds me of Nicki Minaj and Kenneth Petty. Why should a woman lower her standards or date a man that is not on her level? This all came from patriarchy. And maybe not even that. Maybe it was from feminist groups and beta males. Imagine going on a date with a man that think he's the prize. He probably made her pay the bill. So of course, we know who really wears the pants in the relationship at this point. She is really committing herself to become the man in the relationship. And all highly successful dark-skinned women, they all do the same thing. They end up dating guys who are abusers, like in the case of Kenneth Petty, or men that are trying to humble them. Why would I date someone who is on a sex registry list? Do you see what I'm saying? Like, that's crazy. It's like the women nowadays feel like they should become the men in their relationships by leading their men. At the end of the day, men don't want to be led unless they are gay. A relationship should be a partnership, not a means for you to control your partner. I just hope that this man doesn't end up being what I think he is, because my intuition is rarely ever wrong about people. As we look at the new year, I hope we reflect on last year and see what we have learned from our past mistakes. That's how we know whether we have grown. And from there, see what the future brings. Always think before you do, ladies. Don't make hasty decisions. And don't make the fear of loneliness make you choose decisions you will grow to regret. Until my next epic episode, Happy New Year, guys.